everybody, it's Mike Less here, coming to you from Annawan, Illinois, and I am here with one of my co-workers, Mike Talbot, out of Winnipeg, and we are running a new Versatile RT520 combine with a 12-row Gerringhoff corn head, and we are just testing this machine out in corn. I've been around the 490 some in corn, but this is the first time in the 520. Actually, this is the first 520 that I've run in any crop, so a couple things about the 520 over the 490 is the cab is the biggest thing, bigger cab, controls are laid out nicer, so forth. The basic concept of the combine is the same. The biggest thing is the clean grain elevator is 40% bigger on this machine. That's going to make a world of difference in high bushel corn, and that's what we're here testing right now, and it's keeping up really well. I'll talk a little bit more about that when I'm off camera. So the Versatile combines are built by Rotor out of Russia, who owns a good share of the company in Canada. I have been involved with this combine ever since the first ones come over here that were branded Rotor just for testing. I got to run some of them in soybeans down in Mississippi. Then the RT490 was the first Versatile branded one that come over here, and was involved with that in some wheat harvest. Did see it in corn and soybeans in Indiana. Did a good job, but the RT520 has a lot of improvements that I'll talk about here. Biggest thing, like I said, is the cab. The cab is much larger, more comfortable. Controls are laid out better. Couple other big changes would be the clean grain elevator. On the RT490, when you get into corn with a 12-row head, clean grain elevator on that model was the limiting factor, and did some modifications to help, like speed it up and so forth. But the RT520 has a clean grain elevator that is 40% larger over the RT490. Also, just a couple other things. Feeder house would be another big one. Better stone trap system, and the RT490 used a drum rollers to feed the crop up into the concave of the combine, where this does have a chain feeder house. The unique thing about the Versatile combines is the rotor itself. This rotor is laid out much like an axle flow combine or Massey Ferguson, so forth, but the cage on this actually turns opposite of the rotor, just turns real slow at like 8 RPMs. There's 3 concaves in here, so it gives you 360-degree separation. So that's what really sets this combine apart from everybody else, or makes it unique. Now, the field you're seeing here had a lot of wind damage, and there was a lot of down corn. But the day before I got here, they did get to run this. The real test was to see how this thing does in high bushel corn. So this thing did run in a good field of standing crop that was yielding about 260 bushel. And it did a real good job over the RT490 as far as the clean grain elevator and everything, keeping up where they could maintain a decent speed without any grain loss. Of course, the side shielding and stuff is different on this combine. The styling, it's a good looking combine in my opinion. This thing, a couple quick specs. This is 520 engine horsepower, and this is powered by a Cummins QSG12 Tier 4 final engine. This combine has a grain tank capacity of 340 bushels and can unload at 3.5 bushels per second. This combine weighs in at almost 44,000 pounds, depending how it's equipped. Of course, like I said, the down corn here is what I got to run it in. It did an exceptional job. Of course, corn rail would have definitely helped here, but that's not a fault of the combine or the corn head. That's just part of farming. And you can see it's a little bit wet here, but it is getting into November here. It's time to get this crop done, so farmers got to go and work with what they got. I do hope to get back here and catch this thing here before the harvest is over in some corn again. Now, Rostelmash makes several models of combines. This is the only model that is shipped over here to North America. Rostelmash also makes some windrowers and self-propelled forage harvesters. Again, them have not made it over to North America, but I hope someday I'd like to really see this self-propelled forage harvester run, or get a chance to run it myself. So overall, my experience running the RT520 combine was good. I do have another video from this summer from Manitoba, Canada, of a guy combining or harvesting peas with one of these. I need to get that video uploaded as well. And like I said, I hope to make it back here before the Midwest harvest season ends here in corn, and get to run this a little more, maybe go through some of the cab controls and so forth with you. Wasn't a lot of time to screw around here today because, like I said, these guys, rain was coming. Wanted to get this corn off here as soon as possible before it took any more wind damage. Anyway, stay tuned, and hopefully I'll have another corn harvest video with the RT520 coming to my channel.